2019. We're here with Ed Lahmann, and we're going to take a look at some stuff that's going on in the Hoyo de Monterrey section of the General Cigar Lines. So tell us what's up.
So some exciting stuff with Hoyo de Monterrey. The more I've focused on this brand the last couple of years, the more I feel just sort of impassioned about it. It's one of those things. Without Hoyo de Monterrey and Hatsa and Villazon, there really would be no Central American cigar culture. So the importance of this brand for me has really started to pop. And as I develop more things now and moving forward, I really owe it to the brand to really sort of justify and honor it with some new launches, right? So this year we're launching Amistad Dark Sumatra. So this, of course, is another collaboration project that we have going with AJ Fernandez in Nicaragua. To Ben's point, this Dark Sumatra product has been with General Cigar, Hatsa Villazon for maybe 30 years.
Oh, yeah.
So it's a very old brand, but it's an antique. Okay, and so with companies like mine, you have a lot of really, really established brands that just don't pop or rise to the top anymore. So the risk was either try to invest and bring it back up to where it was, which I don't think I could do, or try to do something a little bit different. So in which case I said, look, let's take out the old Dark Sumatra and let's give this to AJ, right? So here's the deal. We gave AJ the recipe for Dark Sumatra. He said, look, this becomes La Amistad, Dark Sumatra. It's the same recipe that we've been using for 30 years, but you make it. You use your tobaccos, your people, your factories, and then we'll just sort of roll this up into the La Amistad project, right? So in 2016 we had the gold, 17 we had silver, 18 we had black, and now we have Dark Sumatra. Right, so if we take a look over here. So the three original sizes, so we have Media Noche, and Espresso, right? Same original sizes. Box counts are 25 and 20. Still has the cedar veneer, sort of my nod to the past. And the reimagine for the future really becomes having AJ, sort of take a look at this recipe and say, okay, cool, we can do this, right? The result is a 5-country blend, of course, that is a medium plus, depending on your palate. But it's just chunky. It's a chunky, meaty, Central American profile blend with that spice and that energy that AJ really is known for. And so he brings that full body credibility to this brand. I would say that black is probably the fullest of the lines, where gold is more of that mellow medium, and Dark Sumatra falls right into that medium plus. Right, so again, a nod to the past is reimagined for the future. Predicate sizes, predicate blend, made by AJ with his touch.
Yeah, so that's important these days, those predicates.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So you mentioned something that Ben had said off camera, but we were saying that the Dark Sumatra was a favorite of ours. Early on, some of my earliest box purchases were of that original Dark Sumatra, so it'll be really interesting to see what AJ can do with this. And I have high hopes. I think he's capable. I've heard he's done a few cigars in the past, so I think he could do something good with this.
He's made a handful.
But one thing we do need to find out is what are we going to look at in terms of retail price?
The retail price, here, we'll give you this, but the retail price is sort of in that La Amistad family, right? So we've got mid-7s to the mid-8s.
Mid-7s to mid-8s.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're not looking at anything super unreasonable or anything
no,
like
absolutely
that.
not.
That's a sweet spot right there.
Right, so absolutely not. Right now, if you guys, I always do these info cards for you guys to sort of take a look at when you sort of move away. But if we look at like the profile of maybe a pairing that I would put with this, right? So if you're a beer guy, I think this would be perfect for a milk stout, right? That sweetness of that milk sugar, and that stout quality, that sweetness really would enhance this. A dark red wine, maybe an aged tequila or something like that. But this is one of those that you keep in your pocket, you smoke it after lunch. I think it's really going to be enjoyable. But to your point, Hoyo de Monterrey has so many products where you used to smoke it.
Yes.
And because there's so many to choose from, you just haven't smoked in a while. But when you come back to it, you say, holy shit. Like, I remember why I like this brand so much.
I really want to smoke the original again,
right.
now that we're talking about it.
Right.
I really did like it, but it's really exciting to see you tweak it and re-release it and see see how that goes. How soon are we going to see this on shelves?
So actually, this is ready, right? So the orders will be placed today and over the next few days, and this is a ship in July type product, right? the timing that it takes to make cigars, especially third party, is a little bit longer. So we sort of anticipated that. So we have the product. This will be a July ship.
Okay. So soon, July.
Very soon. All right. So this is more of a passion project for me, right? So this is Hoyo de Monterrey El Torcedor, and this is really my attempt to bring the glory and the majesty back to Hoyo de Monterrey, because again, this is a very old, very tenured brand, not only in Cuba but also in Honduras. Very important for what I do. So what I wanted to do is sort of give something special to the brick and mortar community, right? So there's 1,000 boxes of these made. It's brick and mortar only. But again, this is my Goldilocks cigar. This is my favorite blend, my favorite box, my favorite size. It's not too strong, not too mellow, not too long, not too short, right? It's a 6.5 by 49 Figurado Perfecto. It's an Ecuadorian wrapper with Nicaraguan and Dominican filler leaves in it, right? So the retail price of this is about $12.
Okay.
I invest a lot of energy in the band. I really wanted to sort of give something that was ownable to Hoyo de Monterrey, so I enhanced the crest, the crowns. There's lots of foil, there's lots of embossing, just to really amp up, the lavishness, if you will, of this brand. Right?
A lot of pizzazz in that band. Yes.
Very simple box, but it's one of my favorite boxes, especially for a retail community, because the simplicity of this slide top cabinet box, dovetail construction, but you see that I routed out the back so the retailer can actually slide the lid in the box so they don't have to rip it off and throw it away. Right? So
that's a clever idea.
It's like
yeah.
this billboard, mechanism, for this box. So I love it. I'm happy with the way that it turned out, and I also wanted to sort of see if the retail community and the consumer community still had the love and desire to sort of support Hoyo de Monterrey. So in essence, can Hoyo de Monterrey come out with something that's $12? And I think the answer is yes. I expect this to be sold out in a couple of days, but it's this really interesting thing, bringing Hoyo back to the conversation of people. Because let's face it, it's been lost. Without La Amistad, and the activity with AJ, Hoyo de Monterrey would just be that old brand that maybe your grandpa used to smoke, or your dad used to smoke, or that brand that you got your first start with.
That we used to smoke.
Right.
Yeah.
It would just become that very comfortable memory in the back of your head. So I wanted to do something that will start this process of getting Hoyo de Monterrey back into the consumer's hand and back into the conversation. So. Now this will ship in October.
This is October.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. So to take advantage of that fall sort of holiday period.
I'm trying to think of what it reminds me of. I've got a strong vibe of something, and I'm not sure what. But it's a good looking packaging. I like that box. It's nice.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of Benji Menendez.
Benji Menendez.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Which one amazing?
Great. Was that all we have right now?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's Dark Sumatra and the El Torcedor.
Okay, excellent. Looking forward to trying both of those.
I hope you enjoy it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Thank you.